Alright, so this is probably my first recording that's going to wind up on YouTube. Me and my father-in-law built this hive from scratch. It is a long langstroth. First thing I'm going to do is check the... Oh, that is horrible. Why are there so many ants here? Don't know. Oh, wow. Alright. So fortunately, that one appears to be empty. These are catch pans. And they do what it says on the tin. Oh, wow. If there were mites or anything like that, they would be in here. And there are larvae. This is the first I've seen of them. I've only had this hive for a little less than a month. But the fact that there's larvae down here is good. It means that the bees are throwing them out. It does look like small hive beetle larvae. I'll get this sorted back inside. We'll start some ant treatment. I've got some cinnamon. Alright. This is my first hive that I've ever kept. And so I am a newbie. It's been about a week since I've been in here last. This is my third inspection of this hive. Yep, they're working hard to propolize everything. I'm a little worried. This was a swarm that was caught, and so I have concerns about taking some of the comb that they have built. I'm sure you guys can tell right here. These, I believe these two are frames that we took comb that they already had built inside of a swarm trap and salvaged it to bring into here. They're doing a great job propolizing everything. Now, one of the frames, they did break open. I believe it's the one after this one. Oh, no, it's this one. And they've gone ahead, pushed it all the way to the side. So we're going to have to break that. This one might wind up coming all the way out and being replaced with just new foundation. not really sure if I can salvage this or not. Oh man. This is the life of a new beekeeper. They've completely severed this. We had it strung in with rubber bands. Yeah, this is just gonna have to come out. Fortunately, it was full of brood. It looks like most of that has hatched out. Make sure that my queen's not on here. Yep. So that was a failed graft right there. It's going to come out and off to the side here. I'm just going to take a look here to make sure that the queen isn't on here. She shouldn't be. This is pretty far from the center of the hive. So this, I'm just going to set outside the hive here so they can reclaim that. But they don't need to have it inside the hive. Alright, moving on. This next one looks just as bad. So both of these reclaimed ones failed. Oh, this one's actually sticking together. Okay, it's broken open there. But it is solid. So this one will remain. I'm just taking a look around for the queen, seeing a lot of capped brood. Not a horrible pattern. This was already filled up previously on my last inspection, so it's hatched out and they've already recapped a lot of it. And so this one I'm just going to set off to the side here. Gently. And again, I am extremely new to this. Alright, this is our first foundation. This was empty foundation that was put in whenever they were first caught. It's looking really good on the outside here. See a little tiny bit of brood on the bottom there, but it looks like the workers got to this before the queen did. So all that up top there is nectar. Yeah, every bit of it. And we'll just spin it around here. Look at that brood pattern. That's beautiful. Nice, solid. Not seeing any larvae, but I'm also not seeing any small hive beetles. So it looks like they are getting rid of what's coming to them. We're just going to slide this over all the way to the edge. Tuck that up close. Smoke them to get them go down. And we'll break this apart. Look at that. Beautiful frame. A little bit of burr comb on the bottom there that I'll be taking. No sign of the queen just yet, but plenty of sign that she's here. All this brood is new. Newly capped. See lots of bee bread in between. Nurses are working hard. These guys are starting to get really aggravated with me. I'm just going to smoke this a little bit right here. And take that off. I'll chuck it over there with the rest. And scrape that. Looks like we did get a bee. Let me see if I can smoke him here. I hate it, but it's part of it. And then we'll just slide this on down till it connects. Nice and tight. And the nice thing about the long langstroth is you can actually cover these back up as you go along. So you don't have to worry about them being exposed too much. I'm actually going to leave that one off for right now. Just work on uncovering these. They are propolising this beautifully. Alright, now this, whenever we set our swarm trap, this frame here you'll notice is different. It's the only one that had comb on it whenever we got them about a month ago. I believe April 21st. When we got them, so it's been exactly a month. Let me see, we got some honey up here in the corner. This is where the queen was last time. Looks like she's already been through here. A lot of new larvae. Some capped drone brood down here at the bottom. Oh, you can see the waggle dance right there. I don't know if I've got it center frame or not. You can actually see that bee there with pollen on its leg, dancing. She's telling all the others where the food is. So theoretically, should be able to tell exactly where they're getting that pollen from just from that dance right there, which is absolutely incredible. Don't see the queen here either, so we're going to go ahead and flip over. These frames are heavy. Some capped brood, but a lot of larvae in there, in the spaces in between. Definitely not worried about my queen. You can see the nurse bees hard at work. Some foragers there in the corner. Absolutely gorgeous. We do have some burr on the bottom of this, but we are going to leave that alone for now because they're making drones on it. And these are some very, very nice bees. So I'd like them to be able to populate as much as they'd like. This one was also empty whenever it was put in the swarm box a month ago. But you'll see just how much they were able to do in a month here. We did have some fall there. I don't see any eggs or larvae on this one. So our queen could be here, but I doubt it. Lots of pollen bees. You can see that capped honey on the top there. We're going to go ahead, flip this over. This capped brood is new. I believe we have eggs on this frame. So the queen started on that back of this frame and has been moving down. She could be here, but I'm not seeing her. Watch a lot of Dave Burns. He's a very popular YouTube beekeeper. If you haven't watched him, I do recommend it because he's got a lot of good information. He's where I've learned a good amount of what little I do know about this. See, this looks like entirely food. We got capped honey up there, more nectar going in there. And nothing here. So this one was actually our end cap last time. On this side, oh, I'm sorry, this one was. Still no action there. So this guy is going to slide in right there. I'm wondering what they're all doing in this corner. Oh, it looks like they're starting to build it up. That's great. This frame here was actually the end cap here last time. I watched a video that said a lot of times what'll happen is your end frames will get no action at all, while your middle frames will be getting completely full. Let me see if I can really squish these in here. We're not getting a positive connection down here. Let's see if I can rotate in. All right. So we didn't find our queen. Hopefully I can find her in post. But I am going to double check this frame really quick, just to make sure I didn't miss her here, because this one is going back on the outside where we have our space. I don't see any eggs here, but there is a lot of space for her to hide on this frame. All up in here she could hide. Too many bees for me to see through. So this one will go back right here. Just really trying to look closely to see any eggs. The only eggs that I saw are on that one right after the comb, the main comb that we had. So this guy will go in right here. And then we are actually going to cut down a frame because of this. And again, I'm just double checking to make sure that my queen's not hiding out. Boy, oh boy, would that be bad. It's so weird holding the comb. You can actually feel it buzzing. Yeah, I don't see any eggs here. And it looks like primarily food that's on this one. So I'm just going to take my bee brush. I'm just going to swipe these guys right off into the hive. We are expecting some rain here in a little bit. Let me see if I can help this little guy out. I don't know if you can see him or not. Man. These gloves do make you real clumsy. That's one thing that I really don't like about them. And there we see a brand new bee hatched out. Alright. I am going to leave this sitting out to see if they can salvage it. Any of the food or anything like that. But unfortunately, our transfer did not work very well. This one, I actually see a failed brood right there. But there's also a couple of bees here that are working their way out, so I'm actually going to set these guys on the landing pad here so they have a chance. Both this landing pad and the one over there are closed. This is the only one that's open right here. Alrighty. So now we're getting ready to close up. We have a divider board that was made slightly, ever so slightly too tall. Or I'm sorry, not wide enough. And so what I'm going to do is just scooch it down. Till they're touching just like that. And that's our divider board set. Once again, I am taking a frame from this hive. I do think that they will make it just fine without it. So they still have plenty of room for growth. I'm not worried about swarming or anything like that. I do have a bee problem to address. Or I'm sorry, an ant problem. But we're just going to get these guys closed back up. They seem to be doing really well. Except for the ants. All right. Well, that's it. This is my horizontal hive, third inspection. Like I said, I am still excruciatingly new to this. And this is my first hive in general, not just first horizontal hive. I'm going to have to treat it for ants. But overall, they're bringing in a lot of pollen. They've had 2 brood hatches since I've had them. And looks like they're working on their 3rd right now. So I'd say they're doing extremely well. I've been trying to leave them alone, check them once a week. And I'm going to try and upload more videos as I make them. Thank you for watching.